17-year-old Brian Flesher and 20-year-old William Yaka are visiting their former school, St. Thomas Aquinas in Accra. They are here to greet some of their teachers. This is where the idea for their wood ash generator started.
It all started one night when I was watching the TV, and then I watched a story of one girl called Amisi. And then basically her life was in shambles. She was in school, but she couldn't learn at night. She couldn't enjoy the family time that I have with my family. So then it struck me that the electricity that I was taking for granted would cause so many problems for someone else. So then what could I do in my capacity as a student to try and then better her life?
Back in the house, we all face the same problem. Incidentally, on the same day when we had to prepare for a biology test the next day and we didn't have light. So the whole night I was just on the bed thinking about how I could just get a small lamp that would not depend on electricity or the sun, which is not available in the night, just to read and prepare for the text.
So with an idea and a problem at hand, these young men decided to do something to change the situation.
We had learned something that from electrochemical cells, batteries are produced from other chemicals. So if you could get another chemical to replace, something very common in our community, to replace the chemicals that are used to produce the battery, we could make our own batteries with those common things. The first thing we powered was a clock.
I was ecstatic. I actually went out to call people to come and see what we had done. I was so happy.
They, of course, had the support of their chemistry teacher, even when he wasn't too thrilled that they had found urine could also generate electricity.
They told us that the urine, because it was bodily fluid, it wouldn't be hygienic using. Think. I remember he was always pushing us to think.
I told them they have to go and look for a project of their own, which will be their brainchild, of which they'll be proud of. So they brought some suggestions. I said, no, that one is not likely to work. And eventually, they brought this very one that has to do with using the wood ash to generate electricity. So let's start. Very proud of them. That the knowledge you are imparting in the classroom has not been in vain. They were able to turn it around to come up with something very useful, very productive.
William and Brian both come from humble backgrounds. They tell us how they grew up.
My mother is a teacher, preschool teacher, and my daddy is part-time farmer, part-time computer programmer. Basically that. We are three boys. I'm the second. My oldest brother has completed senior high school like me. My younger brother is currently in senior high school. We are a small family. Basically that. Then my parents are they were very supportive of my idea. My mom didn't do science, but my dad did. So he would advise us, give us access to his laptop to do some research whenever I wanted to. And my mom always, I tell her, Mom, I'll be able to power this. She'd be like, yay! But then she didn't really know much into it because she didn't do science. But then at the end, she was also very supportive.
I'm 20 years. Actually, I started schooling very late because back in the village at Dabala, we had a problem, those old system that you had to, your right hand should touch your left ear before you're admitted to class 1. And I couldn't do that, so I was delayed. So I started schooling at 8. Yeah.
So you say you're from Dabala. Where is Dabala?
Volta region.
Where exactly in the Volta region?
In the South Tonk constituency. Yeah, in the Volta region. Yeah.
So that's where you did your primary education?
So I went, that's where I had my class 1 education. I didn't go to nursery or kindergarten. I had admission straight to class 1. Then from class 1 we moved to join my father back at Okbonglo. Yeah. So my mom is a trader, my dad is a corn miller. My mom didn't go to school, but my dad went to senior high school. I want to be a neurosurgeon, an engineer, a philanthropist. I just want to do a lot of things because I think I can be versatile, and anytime I open my mind to do anything I want to do, I'm able to do it. So I don't want to limit myself to any profession. I want to be versatile so that I can function everywhere.
The future is exciting for these young men as they plan to do more for their country?
I want to be a cardiologist and an engineer. Cardiology because I personally want to help people with heart problems, and then engineering because I think there are so many other backline ideas that I could work with.